Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest from Fit for an Autopsy, Hostage. They announced a new record, they announced a US tour, no Canadian dates on that one, but I'm sure there'll be more touring considering there's a new record in hand. And we're here to check out this single. Like I said, Hostage. I don't know if there's a band that wouldn't mind taking me hostage on a tour run, it
these
would be
guys.
Fit for an Autopsy. But anyhow, you ready for this? You ready for
Yes.
some Joe? All right. What do you think?
These guys thing, they don't miss. It's not in their
DNA.
DNA. They don't miss. Jesus, this was fucking good, and I love that.
The chorus was very doomy. Which I thought was really well done with the clean vocals. Fuck, really well done. Really well done. And that little bass pop there in the second half, where the song drops down and the bass comes through, so you can still hear the guitars, but it's almost like the volume on the guitars dropped down an octane, maybe one or two, and then the bass came up, and the bass was just like super, like adding this dark feel to the song, and the bass pop. It's almost like the guitars and bass alternate. Where the bass was is where the guitars drop, and where the guitars were is where the bass goes. Fuck, that was so cool,
But the guitars
man.
are in the chorus, the fucking dude. Listen, Boney M have Daddy Cool, and Fit for an Autopsy have Joe Bad.
I don't know how one relates to the other, but okay.
Cool and bad, you know.
Cool and bad.
Cool normally means good. So I'm going with the good.
So bad in a good way.
They have Daddy Cool, and they got Daddy Bad.
So, all right. Yeah, like I said, so like bad in a good way.
Yeah.
Like when yes means no, or when no means yes.
Or when you
said
or,
that.
or when you see a girl and she's so hot and you're like, damn, she's bad.
I never say that, but okay.
Well, that's now part of your lingo here.
No, no. Okay, anyhow, let's not get sidetracked on this and let's stay on topic. Let's dive into this.
I was gonna say a different one then. One that you know more. It's like when you're like, being all lovey-dovey and she's like, ooh, you're bad. Like that.
Oh, okay.
And that means good. You know?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like when a no means yes. No. No, that means yes. That no is not no. Like stop it. Like, like context matters. Context matters. So
that was a whole Bill Burr skit
but it's
there.
true. It's true, dude. It's true. Context matters. So anyhow, before we talk about the song, what did you think about the video? The whole black and white vibe and
dude, the video could have been like, it could have been like, I don't know, a black screen with just Fit for an Autopsy on it. For me, their music speaks enough. Like, they don't need...
I agree with you, but I thought the visuals of the video being super dark because it's a black and white video and whatever.
Carrying the stone of sorrow, like it goes with the lyrics. So
the video plays an important role.
It does, and it adds to it. So I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm just saying that...
And some of the visuals in the video, when Joe is like pulling his hair, and his hair almost looks like a spider web in terms of how it spreads out and whatever, those visuals are really cool. It's really well done. From a videography standpoint, well done.
They have really good other music videos.
Yeah, but I feel like a video is an important aspect.
I don't think we did on the channel Far From Heaven from the previous album. I think I just found that video because it came out, and then I don't have, when it comes to Fit for an Autopsy, I have no such thing as self-restraint. I saw it was like, it had like 10 views because it just came out, and I clicked on it and I watched the video. Like, that video is really good.
No, they make good videos. And like this one, to me, was really cool because of the black and white effect playing into the theme of the song and all of that. And I thought that was some really interesting visuals.
Yeah.
You still get to see the guitar playing and all of that shit. I love that.
It plays into the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting a good visual representation of what the lyrics are saying, are giving you. But I still stand with, they don't even need it. Because the songs themselves, I mean...
We've seen videos from them where they're like in a jam session, and those are perfectly fine by me.
Perfectly fine by me. Like, the song is
about this
volumes. Like, one song is a book. Like, you don't need much to really sell it.
Now, let me ask you this. The heavy is the Stone of Sorrow. Which one is heavier, the Stone of Sorrow or the Stone of Guilt?
The kidney stone, probably.
No. I don't think you
Or the
do.
gallstone.
Maybe the gallstone. But seriously, have you ever thought about that? I was thinking about that as I was listening to the song.
Sorrow or guilt. Guilt is definitely harder to...
I think the guilt, the Stone of Guilt is...
You can be sad and feel sorrowful for whatever the case may be, but guilt is worse. Guilt, in my opinion, is way worse.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Like, This is technically on topic. It was a video I watched on TikTok.
Well, by the way, what was the stone on the end of the song? What was the lyrics? Help me out here.
It was carrying the stone of sorrow.
No, it wasn't sorrow.
Yeah.
Was it sorrow?
Stone of sorrow. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
No, seriously, was it Stone of Sorrow?
Yes.
Fuck, I'm having like a moment here.
He's like re-clicking through the. You know, you can go online and search up the lyrics, right? Sorry, guys.
I apologize, but
like, see, this is gonna be the chorus here.
Yeah.
Stone of Sorrow. There
All
you
right.
go. See,
I just... So once again, the Stone of Guilt is much heavier than the Stone of Sorrow.
And I was about to say, this actually does play into what we're talking about, so it's not out of nowhere. There was a video on TikTok that I was watching, and it was parents' reaction to their kids doing something terrible, right? And this woman was yelling at another woman because her kid shot up a school and killed like a bunch of people, right? And she yelled back, "Don't you think I know my son was a coward, this and that," right? She's carrying the sorrow of losing a child, but now she's carrying what something, in my opinion, heavier is the guilt of what her child did.
Wow, so technically she's carrying both stones.
She's carrying both stones, but one is significantly bigger because he killed like 19 kids and 2 teachers. So you're carrying you're sorrowful for the child that you raised and this and that, but you're guilty for the 21 lives
that were taken.
Right?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, that is way heavier of a stone to carry than the Stone of Sorrow.
I agree with you. That's why when I was listening to the song, that question came to mind, and that's why I posed the question. But then I had a lapse in memory. Fuck, man, I'm getting old, dude. I'm really getting old.
Don't turn into fucking dementia Frank from Shameless, please. Where they're in the hospital telling him he has dementia, and he's like, "Why are we in the hospital? Did one of you have a kid again?" It's like, "No, Frank, you pickled your brain."
I'm starting to feel like I'm going down that road. Anyways, what were we here talking about again? So anyhow, now talking about the song. We talk about the video. We talk about the stone.
Yeah, we talked about the song a little bit. There
yeah,
too.
But let's get in a little
bit. Stone, yeah, the kidney stone too. There's the 3 stones, the 4 stones of life: gall, kidney, stone of sorrow, stone of guilt.
Yeah, and then just the one that you get stoned with.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, there's 5.
There's 5.
There's 5. The one that you get stoned with, it's not very heavy to carry.
No, but it's easy.
Depending on how deep in the trip you
it's
smoke
not.
it.
It's not heavy to carry. It's easy to throw.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean actual stoned?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like throwing stones at
No,
somebody.
no. I'm talking about getting stoned. That one is not heavy to carry either, because if you get stoned at the beginning...
Sometimes they get heavy.
No, but if you get stoned at the beginning of your trip, then it's not heavy to carry. You know what I mean? So anyhow.
Actually, it is. It is.
Well, not physically.
Yeah. Are you kidding? If you ask me to carry like a bag of groceries or whatever, and it's like a normal whatever, it's fine. But if I get stoned, the last thing I want to do is lug around anything that weighs more than a pillow.
Anyhow, moving on to the song.
Sorry, my brain's other places now. Moving on to the song, dude. Like I said, these guys don't miss. Like over and over and over.
No, but I feel like there's some things we need to talk about.
Okay, definitely.
I already mentioned that drop in the guitar and bass, which I thought was a really cool moment in the song. The solo was a nice, really cool moment of the song too, because I was kind of expecting a heavy breakdown to happen there, and it didn't. It went into a guitar solo, so that was nice as well. Mm-hmm. To me, fits the song better, because the song it's a more, in my humble opinion, is a more traditional fit for an Autopsy song in the verses, where you have that more. Fit for an Autopsy style of death metal. I wouldn't even call it deathcore at this point. I think this band has gone beyond that genre. I think they're just a heavy band. They're just a heavy band.
Yeah, they have their own
because they have their
genre.
own sound now. Yeah, at this point in time, they have their own sound. I don't think they follow any prototypes of what a genre is supposed to be or what a band's supposed to be when they're within a certain
heaviness
genre.
With heavy vocals that are still audible. Like I'm still able to understand what he's saying. But
they've evolved as songwriters.
Very lyrically like technical,
very lyrically gifted. The songs are more than just a bunch of chugging guitars.
Exactly.
Like the band has evolved tremendously. So to still label them and to still put them under a single umbrella of deathcore, to me, is a disservice to their music, because that's not who they are.
If you read the lyrics to their songs,
Dude, the lyrics to their, but it's always been the case with them. To me, when it comes to lyrical content, bands within this genre or within this sound, nobody touches these guys.
Yeah, no one touches them.
Nobody.
Like Edgar Allan Who, because these guys, they're their own poets. Like they are able.
Edgar Allan Blah.
Mm-hmm. Edgar Allan Joe instead of Poe.
Poe. Well, it rhymes. So anyhow, but to me, the thing in this song that really pops, it's the clean vocals in the chorus, because
normally the clean vocals are screaming clean vocals. Mixed in with harsh vocals,
almost as a background.
Almost as no, because the harsh vocals are normally background, but they're mixed in, so you don't really get a full.
They're not on their own set alone like that. Like this was just like
by themselves.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Normally, when he hits us with the chorus, throughout the past couple albums,
there's been more and more clean vocals.
There's been more and more clean vocals, but it's always been mixed in with harsh vocals.
Yeah, not as predominant standalone.
And it's like screaming clean. It's screaming clean.
Almost vocals. Almost like an angry sense of intensity in terms of how he delivers them.
Yeah, and it's layered. It's layered, but this one, it's by itself.
In this one, it's doomier.
Mm-hmm.
That chorus, when you look at the sound of the chorus and his vocal delivery on the chorus, it's something that you would see more on a doom track than you would see it in a song like this.
Also, before the chorus, you can hear him humming in a way.
Yeah, there's there's a little bit of a pre-chorus there that kind of helps set it up.
It's nice to see that he's using his vocals as an instrument in that way, and then moving into the chorus where they're by themselves being.
I'm really curious to see how this song is going to play out live, though, because live at times it's really hard to hit these notes and to hit these clean vocals absolutely. When I mean absolutely perfect, I don't mean from a pitch standpoint or even from a tonality standpoint. I mean hitting them perfectly from an emotional standpoint. Because when you listen to this song, the chorus really separates itself from the rest of the track, and the chorus has a little bit of a heavier emotional baggage that comes with it, and the way he delivers with that sense of calm and ease, it's almost like the track was paused. And that set of vocals was done, and then the track continues, because that chorus really is segregated from the rest of the track.
I mean, the only song...
It feels like he's just facing the mirror and just talking to himself, not singing, just talking to himself. So I wonder how this is going to play out live, because live, to do the switch from the harsh vocals to the clean vocals, and not just clean vocals, but clean vocals that come with this sort of emotional darkness that he delivers here, it's hard to do.
Because the only song I can kind of think about where the chorus is clean vocals and it's just the clean vocals not being layered, it's Your Pain Is Mine, right? That one in the chorus, there's no layering, it's kind of just that, right? But it's screaming clean.
But it's a different approach to the clean vocals.
Exactly, it's different tone.
It's a different emotion.
It's a different emotion. It's more of a falling of grace. This one's more, you already felt like you're already down there.
Yeah, like I said, this is more emotionally driven, so it has a deeper context to it.
So they sound different, although they're both clean vocals by themselves with no layering to them. They sound different, and it's going to be a different way to do them live.
Yeah, because
I've seen him do Your Pain Is Mine on Twitch, like just vocal, like he does his vocal stuff, and like it sounds good. But I wonder.
But that's also not the same thing, because doing it on Twitch, one track, is not the same thing as being on tour and doing it live and going from a bunch of songs. You don't know where the song is going to fall in within the set list. This track, in my opinion, I mean, I could be totally wrong, but in my opinion, from what I can hear, it's going to be a lot more demanding to hit, once again, not to hit the sound and not to hit the clean vocals, that's what I mean, but to hit the emotional aspect that the track delivers from a studio standpoint when those clean vocals come in. Because you're opening a door and you're going into a much different place when you're delivering that. There's not like it's clean vocals that come with intensity, that come with anger, that come with like a scream attached to it or whatever. It's just like really sour aspect to it. It's almost like a depleted energy aspect in terms of the way he delivers. That is not easy to it's not easy to switch from one thing to another and still carry that emotion with it. So I'm interested to see how the song will play out live. But outside of that, as far as a studio track is concerned, as far as the song itself is concerned, what he delivers in that chorus is just phenomenal. Because it feels really naked. It feels really simple. It feels present. It feels just like speaking from your heart in a moment of darkness. It's very doomy. The chorus is very doomy, and I really like it. I see this is a band, like I said, they don't. With every album, they're incorporating these other elements, and they're evolving, and to me they're just a heavy band. I mean, I don't even know how to.
They're just Fit for an Autopsy. That's it.
They're doing shit that not a lot of bands are able to do. Which is when you listen to this song, the moment the song starts, you know you're listening for Fit for an Autopsy, because nobody sounds like that. Nobody has that guitar sound. Nobody has that approach. Nobody sounds like these guys. So the moment the song starts, you're like, okay, I'm listening to Fit for an Autopsy. But then as the song develops, you're like, I've never heard them do a song like this before.
And I will say,
compared to other bands where you hear a song and you're like, fuck, I think I've heard this song already.
You know, I'm about to say that Fit for an Autopsy is one of those, I'm gonna say deathcore bands, but it's one of those bands where they have a sound, it's a good sound, and it's a very, it's a sound that gets people, with the newer albums, they've really evolved, in my opinion. And,
I mean, since Joe joined the band has gone in a completely different direction.
They've skyrocketed.
Yeah,
they skyrocketed. In my opinion,
he's had the impact of Fit for an Autopsy that Will Ramos had to Lorna Shore. Maybe not in the same level of popularity, but in terms of quality, for sure.
Yes, but look, these guys, there's no duplicating them. Like there's a lot of bands that are trying to sound like Lorna Shore
because of the popularity.
But no one's trying to sound like these guys, and that's. In a way, you can say maybe it's because they're not to the right popularity of.
I have a different theory.
Me, it's because no one can replicate this.
I have a different theory. The moment you try to sound like Fit for an Autopsy already sounds like something else. So it's not like you can try to sound like them on a previous record.
I haven't heard anything so far. I need someone to find something. So that's your homework. Viewers, find a band that sounds like the last three Fit for an Autopsy.
But even the last three records don't sound like one another. But
just try finding something that sounds like it. I don't know. But you're not going to. You're not going to.
But I think that's more an testament to what they've done in terms of their own growth.
How talented they are.
Because they're able to go places where other bands are not able to go. And if you're trying to copy their sound, well, you're going to have to copy their sound from a previous record because their sound today doesn't sound like that sound anymore.
And then even when you do copy, even if you do copy the sound, lyrically, you're not going to be able to even touch them.
Probably comes across so cheesy, I could only imagine.
Yeah, it would just sound like AI. Like, make me a song that sounds like Fit for an Autopsy.
Yeah, you're probably right on that. These guys this might be a non-popular or... maybe what do you call it? One of those
unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion. Thank you. Very unpopular opinion. But I take these guys any day of the week over Lorna Shore.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course.
And that's not a knock on.
It's not a knock on Lorna Shore
because I like the band too. I really enjoy the band.
These guys, different gravy.
To me, it's a more complete package. It just is. It doesn't. There's no one trick pony here because every album is a different horse.
These guys are also, funny enough, when it comes to, we've talked about tattoos in the past, I don't know if I'd get a tattoo of a band, this and that, right? I think the only band tattoo I would get is maybe a Fit for an Autopsy tattoo.
I'm actually contemplating doing the lyrics, power doesn't make you less of a coward. That is one of the greatest fucking lines ever written in a song. Power doesn't make you less than a coward. Less of a coward, sorry. I think that is, hands down, one of the more punchy one-liners that you'll ever find on any fucking song. I love that line so much that I'm actually contemplating doing it on my arm, having it on my arm. It's just like, it hits differently.
Yeah,
but I have to go.
No, of course,
I gotta go to
Joe's place. Because he doesn't do haircuts anymore. It's just
No, he does haircuts.
Oh, he still does the haircuts.
I think he still does haircuts.
I want to get.
And his lady does the tattoos.
I want to get a nice beard trim and whatever, and then.
I think they're in North Carolina. So you know what? I think I need to talk to him, get a friend and family discount because after all, I'm flying all the way there, and if I'm gonna get that tattoo done, I want him to handwrite it on my arm and then have it done. Like that, you got to do it properly. You got to do it justice.
I want like. So, Either
that's what
I would get the exact, the skull from the Sea of Tragic Beasts.
Oh, that one is fucking sick
skull, too. I would get that, or I would want him to be like, hey, I want something that's fit for an autopsy themed, like on me. But that skull, I would have it on my thigh here.
Anyways, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna talk to him, and maybe next year we'll set something up. Go there, have him write it, and then get it tattooed. I love that line, dude. It's just a sick line. Anyhow, guys, new album coming out. Go check them out on their social medias, and we'll see you all at the next video.
See ya.